name is Leah Brabalato with the Food Allergy Institute. And today I'm here to answer the question, how do I know if I have mom burnout? The phenomenon of burnout refers to a specific syndrome, really specific, of exhaustion related to situations of emotional imbalance where the burden of perceived stress exceeds personal resources to cope with it. So that's really specific definition. But parental or mom burnout is really common, and it's really not talked about often enough in conversations with each other who can support each other enough. So we're not talking about it enough with our mom friends and our families and spouses and partners who can talk and help us. And now more than ever, moms are dealing with this long-term state of stress and exhaustion. We are dealing with times that we have to be extra alert, more stress, more anxiety, more worry. COVID is bringing all of that to the surface, and left unchecked, all of this can lead to burnout. Mothers experience this as psychological and physiological fatigue. During normal times, about 20% of moms face burnout, but during COVID, that rate is jumping. Now, you add a child with a chronic illness such as food allergies, the everyday pre, hopefully soon post COVID times, you have about a rate of 35%. Add COVID into it, especially if your child has a chronic disease on top of food allergies, where there might be some lung issues on top of, or immune compromise. Oh my goodness, it's totally off the charts. So now you're wondering, am I even burnt out? Am I on the verge of burned out? Well, here's some questions you can ask yourself to find the answer, and then we'll go into what you can do about it. So, are you constantly really just exhausted? Not, tired, but exhausted? Are you more irritable than you should be or want to be? Do you find yourself snapping at your partners or your children or just people in general? Do you find yourself just feeling that sense of overwhelming? You're writing things down, you're forgetting things, you just can't keep it all together. So if you've answered yes to any of these or see any other time signs that you're reaching burnout, maybe you're just feeling sick or nauseous or just out of sorts. Maybe you're trying to exercise and can't get to that place where you normally do, or something's off. So the first thing I want you to realize is that you are either approaching burnout or you are burnt out. You're just overwhelmed and you need help. So the first thing I want you to do is realizing that asking for help is so important and it's a superpower. And I want you to ask your friends, your family, anyone who's in your sort of circle of support for help. I want you to seek out a professional counselor in your area. Many of us, like myself, are doing it over Zoom. You can always reach me in any of the many areas. You can contact me, whether it's through direct messaging or through my website right here. Set boundaries. If you love volunteering or, doing things for other people, that's great. But in this time or season of your life, it may not be the time to do everything. Maybe it does bring you joy and comfort, so you should keep doing something, but pick one thing that's really bringing you joy. Don't do things because you've been asked to. So that gets to saying no. Learn to say no and say no with a happy, hopeful heart. You can't do everything, and there's seasons in your life where you can do more and seasons when you can do less. So set those boundaries for those things that you do say yes to. If you're going to volunteer or you're going to help a friend or a neighbor or do any of these many things, set boundaries around it. Set time limits. Set how much you're willing to give and do for your entire being, for your health, for your family's health. um, Set 10 minutes a day minimally for yourself, whether it's closing the door to your room and reading a book, or just sitting in the quiet or going for a walk, depending on what season it is. It might be really hot or really cold, but you might enjoy that. Just take 10 minutes to yourself and do something that's just for you, not for the dog, the cat, the kid, the spouse, anything. And stop doing everything. If you stop doing things, someone will pick up the slack. And if they don't, maybe it's not that important, or hire it out if you can, or, get those kids involved that are making you mom burned out. Cut on rewarding activities out of your life. Is there something in your life that you're doing just because you feel like you're supposed to? Is there a book club you go to because everyone goes to? Um, and you just don't have the energy for it? Are you decorating the house for every season and it's not bringing you or really anyone else joy? Stop doing it. Life will go on. The fact is, anyone can be burnt out. Moms, dads, caregivers to elderly and young, and some of us are doing both. But people who are dealing with chronically ill children or parents have a much higher level of burnout or rate anyway. And it comes on fast, it comes out of nowhere sometimes. So I want you to do one thing for me. I want you to really pay attention to yourself. I want you to do whatever you can do because mama, those kids need us. Our families don't function well without us. So let's do whatever we can do to take care of ourselves. I'm here to help. Please reach out to me at any time. You can follow me on Instagram at the food allergy and click here to contact me at any time. I look forward to hearing from you. Take care of yourselves.